Hi, Taurus, and welcome to January 2025. I am thrilled that you're here and I'm excited to jump into your read. I just wanted to thank you so much for just the love and the support that you've given me throughout all of 2024. And just like you, I'm excited that we have a new year with a brand new cycle coming in. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's coming out for you here. Okay. I'm going to pull like a 12 card spread. It's going to be a little bit different than my previous like weekly reads. So, do check out my weekly reads as well. And if you are looking for a personal read, click the link in the description box below. Okay. All right. What is going on for Taurus? Let's take a look at what are the lessons that you've learned from the past year for 2024 before then we can find out what has actually springboarded you into this particular year. This is interesting because this flipped over and it was deceit there was deceit and you were walking away from something. Maybe you were emotionally deceived or deceived within the mind of being able to pursue something that you kept putting effort into what wasn't working. But with that in mind, let's see what comes out when, let's just take a look at a few more shuffles here and see what else we get. What's coming out for Taurus here? Lessons learned within the past year before we jump into 2025 here, all right? So what is going on? What do we have? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be dealing with someone who's got air in their chart, or that's you having, greater intellectual, control over the situation. This is really having authority over the mind regarding deceit and walking away from something. Okay. So maybe that you have just got greater authority over the mind and, are able to move forward with that. Yeah. And you're on towards a brand new beginning and you are passionately moving towards that. Boy, look at this. You are on a brand new beginning. Look at this. Brand new beginning and passionately looking towards that. You're looking at each other here. So it's like, I'm looking forward to my new beginning here. Okay. So, and here we are with January 2025. So how perfect is that? Anything more that wants to come through? Yeah. Towards greater intimacy and connection. So it's kind of like maybe that you weren't getting something, what you wanted out of a situation. And for whatever reason, okay, something wasn't blooming. All right. And I feel that, this was focusing in on it's kind of like self-love is what I get. What is this Ace of Cups coming through? This has to do with the background of the past in terms of intimacy and connection. And something was hidden. And now it's about bossing up and passionately moving, towards what it is that you want. So now you could be dealing with someone who's got fire or air in their chart, or if you're taking on all this energy, like I said, you just have authority over the mind that walking away was the best decision and best strategy that you wanted to take in terms of a connection or situation. And it could be anything. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be otherwise. But there's a new beginning on intimacy, and you are passionately moving towards your new vision. Some of you are focusing in on your work and entrepreneurship, and that's what you're focusing in on right now. And this is about you had to. The Hangman is all about. You got the Hangman in reverse, which just was not making a sacrifice in terms of. In terms of support of coming together, and hence you moving forward optimistically and with all your charisma and your confidence and moving forward. So that's quite interesting. Yeah, you've made a discovery about something. So this is what I get in terms of the lesson that was learned. Anything more that's going to be key that would be important? Yeah, you had some sort of revelation about shadow work that needed to be done because of a separation that you probably had instigated is what I'm getting here. Or just the time apart was essential for that shadow work to be done. Not only for your side, but in fact, the other person's side or the other side of a situation. Okay. So there's been a revelation. It's like the unknown was revealed, and on both sides. So quite interesting. Let's see how this plays out within the new year. All right. So we're January. What are your aspirations for January 2024 for Taurus? Now, I might look over here only because I have a new spread and I'm looking at it just to make sure I don't miss anything. So there you go. That's why you might see me looking over there. But so the aspirations for January 2024 or 25. I caught myself. I caught myself. Okay, you've made a discovery is coming out of the mindful deceit of what wasn't bringing satisfaction, and this was something wasn't brewing. And so this is about, you had to take the lead card. You discovered something in terms of deceit that wasn't giving you the satisfaction that you wanted. And then I do feel that it wasn't allowing something to have that new opportunity. So your aspirations moving forward is to take the lead and what? And birth something new with this Empress energy. So it could be using your creativity in some sort of way, Taurus, is what I'm getting. You're birthing something new. I think there's an opportunity for you to focus in on a totally new perspective, okay? You've got a totally new perspective using your creativity, your beauty, your confidence. And I feel that a different outlook is now is available for you right now. And because of this different outlook, look at a different outlook and good luck. Look at this, a changing of the cycle, okay? And the changing of the year and a new month as well. So this could be more powerful with the energies backing you up on this birthing of something new. You've made a discovery. And so your aspirations are to move to calmer waters, so to row in the direction that calms the mind. And what else do I get? After something came down and you were sorrowful about it, but it allowed you to do some work from a past memory and put it in reverse. So you've changed a memory of the past or a way of thinking of something, or in what I feel that caused conflict. And now someone wasn't putting in the work, I felt. And now you are moving forward slowly, okay? So with that, is there anything else we need to know about your aspirations? You're moving forward slowly. You're not going to put in the work on someone that's not going to put in the work with you. I think that's one of the big things. And you're moving forward slowly, and you're just enjoying the journey. This is so beautiful, guys. You're enjoying the journey because you've made a discovery about yourself because of it. So there was something that was quite, I don't know. It's time for you to step outside your comfort zone, because as you move slowly here, it wants you to step outside your comfort zone, because there is it's a favorable outcome is in alignment for you. So that's what it wants you to do. So the fun is actually getting there. So just acknowledge all the progress that you've made, Taurus, up to this point. And, maybe that you need to take some sort of mental vacation in some sort of way, but be spontaneous and step outside your comfort zone. Make those plans now, what you need to do, but now's the time. Because it's about surrounding yourself with positive vibes is what's coming through here. Positive frequencies. So in terms of your aspirations, go for it. You've understood that trying to force something, it just makes it resist you, and it takes longer to flow. So it's about being lighthearted so you don't avoid burnout, or, and you're visualizing what it is that you want. You see yourself achieving what it is that you want. It's dreaming big, right? You're seeing yourself and your aspirations dreaming what it is that you want, and you're focusing on the highest possible outcome, okay? Because there's two different ways you can look at it. You can look at the worst thing that could ever happen or the best thing that could ever happen. So which one do you want to feed? Because that's the one that's going to grow. So this is saying is that you're focusing on the highest outcome, not going to push too hard. You're going to let it go, manifest it, let it go, take inspired action, move slowly, and watch it flow and come into existence, okay? Because that's going to eliminate any sort of burnout, okay? But experience that feeling in the details, and keep revisiting that daily of what it would be like to kind of remind you of that energy that you want to be in. But that's your aspirations coming through, okay? Let's take a look at what may be standing in the way of these aspirations that you need to keep in mind. All right, aspirations coming to you. What is standing in the way? Let's take a look. What do we have? Aspirations standing in the way is to see the bigger picture. So this is Virgo energy. Taking control of a choice and taking outside action after some sort of impoverished, like um, everything is going to work out. It's like you don't need to control something to make it work out. For this specifically, it's what can stand in the way. It would be taking control and making a choice to charge forward, and rather than trust the process. Okay, so it's asking for you to trust this process, because I got to tell you, Taurus, it's really indicating to me, and this is for some of you Tauruses out there, that um, something better is on the horizon. Things always work out, but I just keep getting something better is on the horizon, and it's about having total confidence, not one foot in with the universe and one foot out, but jumping in with both feet. Universe, I trust you. Source, I trust you in this. I do what I can do, and then it's hands off, and I allow you. That's co-creating with the universe, guys. That's co-creating. Anything you need to keep in mind, all right? And it's easier said than done, I know, because it's like you're so used to maybe, perhaps, making something happen, maybe perhaps in other areas of your life where you really excel. And this is just one thing that's not going to work out that way. Okay. Collaboration. This is about the willingness for both parties to cooperate and unify. See, because you can make something, want something to happen and you're ready for it, but it's all that other person or that other side of a situation may not be ready yet. So it's all about, there is a willingness for both parties to cooperate after maybe some sort of regret of the past. But the final decision will be made to bring finality. So there's someone that you might have energetic exchanges right now on the soul level with. And for that person, there's going to be a final decision that will be made. And this will be quite a bit of finality, so to speak. So anything else that you need to keep in mind for that? What do we need to know? Making a decision, exactly just what we talked about. You're at the rite of passage, all right? New inspiration, and balancing out, having authority over your emotions. Could be doing the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, and Scorpio. There's a transformation taking place. So it's, you can either because you're going to have an opportunity to move forward with something that was once before, or to focus on something better. All right. And you have to decide what, I was reading this, saying this, sometimes life can be hard. So choose your hard, so that's kind of what it is. Like, you can have love, but choose the kind of love that you want. You're going to have options. Okay. Some are going to be easier than the others. I'm getting that the one that's coming up is going to be a lot easier than the one from the past, something from the past. But again, it's up to you. And it's got to be that one person where you've got that telepathic communications in, on the soul level, in the 5D in some sort of way. But it's about you seeing the bigger picture and like, well, what does Taurus want now with this growth here? So what might stand in your way, of any sort of, aspirations coming through, would be forcing something, or forcing something and taking action, to force something rather than letting it flow. Okay, so this is something that I'm getting there. Interesting. What is, let's see what relationships and emotions that are coming through this month. Relationships and emotions coming through this month. A successful completion. A successful completion. Wow, to take the lead and end the toxicity and bring in balance. There's fast movement and change, but I don't know, in a situation, I get the World card, which is success and fulfillment. There's been a successful completion. Maybe you're doing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because I also get justice to bring in balance, and take the lead of some sort of toxicity. Okay, something that you have been addicted to, obsessed with, it's like, or thinking of. It could be codependency. It could be anything, but it's been brought to light, and it's about taking the lead in that to balance it out once and for all. And again, I get a lot of air energy, Capricorn coming through here as well. So this is kind of what's coming through right now within this month. So with that being said, what is this devil energy coming through? It's communication, the communication. It's about two people being able to openly share something, things with one another. And if one person is not doing that, there's something that needs to bring in balance. Or why is that? What's the balance? The balance is someone was running away. Maybe someone wasn't like someone was running away from the connection and wasn't for moving it forward, or in a situation there wasn't someone wasn't taking their end of the responsibility. Because again, it doesn't just have to be romantic; it could be other areas. Could even be work as well. Someone was running away from their avoiding responsibility in a situation. Okay, and so they detached, and it was like so that's. Again, there was a separation, but like I said in the first read, a separation happened to take place and allowed you to really grow intensely. Wow, interesting. Anything else you need to be aware of in terms of relationships and emotions this month? Emperor energy. Persevering towards strong, solid ground and putting in the work towards that. It's kind of like, hey, I'm only going to put in the work and persevere towards strong, solid ground. Or an Aries, which is all the kings together, right? So it's like I am persevering towards the stronger foundation. So lead me towards that is what I get. Wow. Interesting. Let's take a look at career, money, and finance. All right. Career, money, and finance. What comes through for that? We'll use this deck here. Career, money, and finance for Taurus. What wants to come through? Interesting. What do we get? King of Pentacles. Wow, guys. The Emperor coming out again. Boy, you're blowing it out of the water. Knight of Cups. Moving forward, expressing. So I think what you do is it's about taking control of strong, solid ground and expressing. I feel that you could be a leader in what you do, or maybe you're dealing with a leader, but this is your sign. So I feel that you could be putting something on strong, solid ground by means of expression. Okay, what is this expression of the Knight of Cups? Because this is expression, this is charming expression, Queen of Swords, an expression of perception, of a keen perception of an Aquarius energy, which is new inspiration. You provide new inspiration by sharing emotions and providing a different perspective in what you do. And this is a business owner and putting something on strong, solid ground. Give me more on this. What else do we get? Prince of Wands, focusing in on and thinking about the balancing, how to overcome, how to contemplate the broken heart and how to be able to overcome that. Because this is contemplating a broken heart and bringing in growth, a message of growth in that. And the Ten of Wands, putting an end to the burden. I feel that you are a teacher in some sort of way. Guys, note your comments below, but it's like you help others overcome that, kind of like be courageous like the bear, to let go of the burdens that they've been carrying that have led to a broken heart. And they have to zero in on that and think about that, and to be able to have a new inspiration from that, to provide new inspiration surrounding that, to grow on solid ground. Wow, how interesting. What else comes through for you in career, money, and finance? What else do we got? Spiritual thinking. See something in the Ten of Pentacles and the Hermit card again. Man, and justice, balancing out. Seeing the bigger picture after deep introspection. Ten of Pentacles, wealth and security after seeing some, it could be a spiritual career for some of you. It's about looking at something different in terms of your finances and seeing a bigger picture and balancing things out. So you could be looking at your finances and making investments, and you're making progress on this. Now, this could also be a court case to see the bigger picture, but this is getting spiritual enlightenment of the Ten of Pentacles. And I do get seen a higher perspective to balance something out, Libra energy. So there's a court case that can balance out to see a bigger picture, making progress, a new beginning. Yeah, after holding your ground. After holding your ground. So anything more that comes through? Yeah, there's been some sort of, this is about overcoming the complications and moving towards the sun and fast movement to magician energy, manifest what you want. Some of you, whatever it is that you're doing, is you leave conflict and you move towards the sun. Things change really fast and you manifest what you want. And there's a big transformation that takes place. So I feel that this is you focusing in on the positive. There could be a job opportunity for you for travel change or some sort of movement in your manifesting what you want. It brings in a big transformation. Some of you are teachers in what you do. Get the rest that you need. That's going to be very, very key for you. Get the rest that you need, but you're on a brand new beginning. You have an opportunity you've got a new opportunity of something you've manifested. So it's kind of like this, a new opportunity of something you've manifested. So some of you, this could be a new job opportunity. It's something that you've already some of you are putting in the work on it. And some of you are starting your own business. A visionary, an entrepreneur is what I'm getting. It's that you're focusing in on that right now. It could be that maybe there was some confusion before, but now there is moving forward. You're on a new cycle here, guys, a brand new cycle. Anything else you need to remember about career, money, finance? What do we get? Ignite the exciting. It's time to move your talent and go towards your soul's purpose. This is what I'm getting. Wow. Sharing your unique gifts. It's your perspective that's different, Taurus. There's something about your perspective that you're offering others, or you're having a perspective where you've got some sort of clarity and you're taking responsibility for your life in all areas, your finances, your career, and your personal development. Okay. Yeah, it's you're revising, following the signs, rethinking, revising, following the signs. It's kind of like that. Okay. So you keep leveling up. It's like leveling up, being cautious, and leveling up again. So that's what I'm getting in what you're doing. A big paradigm shift, and I feel that it is about growth and expansion and a brand new cycle change, and just like the seasons change, the cycles change as well, in our lives. And it's a sense of progression that you're making. Now, what is the most important lesson for this particular month? The most important lesson for this month is that transformation and shaking out the old energy brings in harvest and creates authority over your emotions and makes you satisfied. Wow, the transformation and shaking out from the past that maybe has brought sorrow, to remove those burdens and transform Scorpionic energy, brings in a harvest for you. And this harvest balances out your emotions, the King of Cups, and brings in satisfaction to the Nine of Cups, a wish come true. You got a wish come true by a transformation. It's almost like a wish that you didn't know that you wanted, but you really wanted it and needed it. And it came forth in a way that was unbelievable. Like, I want love. And all of a sudden, this love and self-love, you've been focusing in on that. And it brings you such deep satisfaction that now that love is just the icing on the cake. A partner would be the icing on the cake, because you're so happy with the love that you have given yourself, and you just feel like you really have something to bring to a partnership now. It's kind of like something like that. And for every Taurus, it's going to be different, but that's so beautiful, guys. What is an oracle card that I can give you here? Okay. Let's just give you an oracle card for, well, not the year, but for this month. I keep on saying year because we're in a new year. For this month, for January, for Taurus. What's an oracle card for Taurus? Root and Roots. Okay. So what is this? I'm going to pull the cards, the reading for this. Respect, liberation, freedom. And it's almost like you're playing. It's birthing of something new. It's a 24 card that reduces to a 6. And it's like this playfulness energy. I feel free. I feel like a revival. It's that new cycle. Let me read for you a little bit about this, because this might even help you. Okay. What is that? What is it that we have here? What would that be? Here we go. What is this? Okay. So let me pull up the card for you. Here we go. Okay. So you have been comfortable for far too long, and life is dealing with ways for you to step out of your comfort zone. You are called upon to see another with kinder and kinder eyes and relinquish conditions of misguided fear. Everything is set with a plan in motion, and everyone has their part to play in the large cosmic game of life. When we see the campfire in the garden and we sit down without our weapons, we begin to realize our commonalities with one another and see how pointless those weapons are. Only when we empathize about the pain and suffering of the ancestors who fought and died through oppression, injustice, famine, war, slavery, and pain can we finally realize and see the grand imagination. We are brothers and sisters connected by souls. Man, aren't we? And Taurus, oh my gosh, my whole throat got tightened up because it was so beautiful. I don't know what the heck it was, but what I was saying is that we are brothers and sisters connected by souls. As long as there's others who hold on to outdated fears and misjudgments, then people will be needed to fight for the minority and create a larger stand. Link our arms together. And in fact, here we go. Link our arms together. Here we go. I'll just finish reading this. Link our arms together and take to the streets with your courage and breathe fire to the ones who matter. Isn't that beautiful, guys? Oh my gosh. I hope this resonated with you. And so sorry for that. But wow, it was so beautiful that I was speechless, totally speechless. It brought me speechless. So anyway, if you were looking for a personal read, guys, click the link in the description box below. I'm sending you so much love and light. What a beautiful read for you. Well, let me know if this resonates or something about that. Note your comments below. And until next time, namaste.